What if you get a video at the last second and you take it into ProPresenter? Turns out you can't get around it, you can't tell them no, whatever. But you get that video and you realize, uh-oh, we don't have permission to show this online. Maybe the video piece of the puzzle is perfectly okay. You know, it's a slideshow from your children's ministry or your youth ministry or something like that. But the audio is a professional song that everyone would have heard of, and you just don't have permission to play that on your live stream. Is there a way to solve that problem? Well, in ProPresenter there is, and it's actually not all that hard. So stick around and I'll show you how. Presented by Church Tech U, it's the ProPresenter Show. On today's show, how to replace audio from a video for your online congregation only. Hi, and welcome again to the ProPresenter Show. This is the show where I teach you all about ProPresenter. My name's Paul Allen Clifford. And before we get started, if you've ever been in a situation where someone has handed you a video with not enough time to really look at it and test it, but you got the word from your leaders that you should show it no matter what, go ahead, tell me about it in the comments below. Tell me how you would handle a situation like I'm talking about, where it turns out it's perfectly okay to show the video portion, but it's set up against regular audio that you don't have the permission to show on the live stream. How do you deal with that? Okay, so this actually is a result of someone asking about this in one of my ProPresenter in-person classes. So this particular one was in Birmingham, Alabama. Someone said, hey, I've got this situation. And I thought about it for a second and I went through basically what I'm going to go through here. So let's head over to the computer and we'll talk about just the steps involved. So, by the way, I'm going to give you a list of the steps that you can download so that you can have it in your files for later. So, anyway, let's say, let's just create a new presentation just to make it nice and easy. So, new presentation here, and let's call this late video. Except actually type it as it's spelled. So late video. Okay, and then we can put that in whatever library we want. The theme really doesn't matter because we're just gonna play that, and then you'll choose the playlist for today. I'm just gonna go with my generic playlist called playlist. So we got that. Okay, let's say that it is this video right here. So this is it. One thing I'm noticing is this is set to a background. I'm going to right click and go down to edit action behavior, set that to foreground, and do it one more time because I noticed something else about it. Edit action playback behavior. This particular one needs to stop. So that's how you do both of those things in case you didn't know. So that's good to go, except, by the way, this is a video from our friends over at Church Visuals. So they gave that to me, and that's one of the little things you get when you attend one of my in-person classes, along with all this media, some of which I myself made. Anyway, so if you, so I'm going to go to right click this and go to inspector here. And if I click on this little waveform right here and select channel routing, notice I've got 4 channels. So if you've seen my tutorial about channel routing for a live stream, you might know that I normally send ProPresenter channels 1 and 2 to my live stream, and ProPresenter's channels 3 and 4, I said live stream. These 1 and 2, they go to the house, to the in-person congregation. 3 and 4 go to the live stream. I was thinking ahead and my mouth got there before it should have. So, if I had permission to show this, and if you get it from Church Visuals, you will, then this is how I would lay out my audio. But let's say that I got that late video not from a source that I was allowed to get it from, but someone had made the video and they didn't know, because it's easy to do this, they didn't know that it was potentially problematic for you to play a video with just regular music that you get off of a CD or Spotify or however you got it. Download it from Apple Music, whatever. So they didn't know that. And they just put that behind the video, innocently believing it was totally okay. Well, let's say in person you have permission to play that. We're not going to get into the details of that. But for online, channels 3 and 4, what do? Well, first off, we're going to mute channels 3 and 4 for the online congregation. So basically, if I were to play this right now, it would play in channels 1 and 2 here. Okay? Now, what if I wanted to play some music to channels 3 and 4? Well, if I go down here to the audio layer, I can select any piece of audio, and again, right click on it, go into Inspector, click on my little waveform, select channel routing, and then I can change the routing so that that only goes to channels 3 and 4. So this is actually production music, so it's totally cool for me to play it. So I can then click and drag it right there. Now, you might be thinking, oh, Paul, that's genius. We're not done yet. So one thing that you need to absolutely make sure is that you have the correct settings set in ProPresenter. When ProPresenter 7 first came out, I did make a tutorial on another way to do this, but I think that this is the better way since they added this feature later in the last couple of years as I'm recording this in January of 2026. So if we go to ProPresenter, then Settings, then Media, the option you need is Audio Layer Ignores Foreground Media. Let's look at the other one. Audio layer is cleared for all media. Well, that wouldn't play the audio layer. Audio layer is cleared if media has audio. Well, this media has audio, so that wouldn't work. Audio layer pauses, resumes for all media. We want them playing at the same time, so that didn't work. Audio layer pauses and resumes if media has audio. Again, wouldn't work. So the only choice we have here is this one. And since this is on the presentation or slides layer, not the announcement layer, then we don't have to change this one. It's this one we need to change. So, if I were to do this, watch what happens. I think that it's probably going to play in the recording. I might have it routed differently. It's been a while. So, but we should see audio on both channels 1 and 2 here and channels 3 and 4. I'm going to real quick pause that. And so you'll notice that when I started playing that, we had audio in both places. Now, I didn't leave it up very long. Had I left it up the entire duration, you might have been able to tell that the the sound over here was bouncing differently than it was over here. You might have also noticed that when I hit pause here, it was still playing, and then I hit clear here and it quit playing. So it was playing here on the audio layer just as the video with its audio was playing over here. So that's how you would do that. So, being a man of my word, I have decided that I'm going to go ahead and give you a list of all the steps, because I recognize there's a few steps involved and a few gotchas that if you forget about one of them, it's just going to come back and bite you. So go ahead and head on over to tdm.fyi/pro-gifts, GIFTS, right there on the lower third it says. That's how you spell that. And I will make a log. Nope, that's for the course. Go there, click on the how-to for this, and then tell me where to send it, and I will send that right out to you, along with reminders about these videos and a few other things. So, until next time, this is Paul Allen Clifford from TrinityDigitalMedia.com and ChurchTechU.com, reminding you to go out and change eternity.